and welcome to episode 2 of the summary of the words that I chose for this week. Again, thank you to everybody who's going through these videos with me. So, we're just gonna keep this as authentic as possible. I'm not gonna do any editing on this. I'm just gonna define the trees. You're gonna have to bear with some of my animations. These are self-made animations, by the way. So I haven't been getting stuff off the internet. I've done this by myself. So it's a learning experience. It's very interesting, having to create your own stuff from scratch, and it is very much a learning experience, I'll tell you that. So without further ado, we're just gonna get straight into this, guys. So this is summary number 2 for the next 5 words that I've done on the if you find them in the playlist, you find them there. So the next word is tree. So I'm just gonna find what the definition of tree is. A tree, a tall plant with a single very thick hard stem or trunk that is usually without branches for some distance above ground. As you can see from my animations of the trees, well, it's pretty much self-explanatory, but trees are, like I said, trees are plants. Like I've said, there are many species of trees out there. Trees can be defined as in one and two species, one with big long thick leaves and one with small short thin leaves. Something like a willow tree, which has string-like branches that stretch downwards from above. But there are thousands of species of trees out there. Again, we're just going straight off the head here, guys. We're not trying to be too complicated with tree, but from a bit of research that I'm looking at on the internet, there are over I could say over millions of. They're saying that on treespecies.com, did you know that the world is home to over 60,000 different tree species? Right, that's on onetreeplanet.org if you want to find out more trees. So again, the image is quite self-explanatory. As you can see, it's very basic. It just shows what a tree is, right? Everybody should know what a tree. Everybody should have come across a tree at some point, but that's why I'm doing this, is just to quickly summarize what the word is. Again, I'm gonna define the word tree. Tree, a tall plant with a single, very thick, hard stem or trunk that is usually without branches for some distance above ground. Now, I have seen some trees that have loads of trunks that just it's one single trunk, but it splits into many thicker, not as thick as the base trunk, but it splits into these smaller size trunks as well. But I have seen quite a few trees out there whilst I've been outside. So trees are very very important because they're trees, right? So again, hope you don't mind the animation. So that is tree, and the next word is building. Building. Let me just go here on the internet. Building. A permanent structure that people can go into. Now, there are so many buildings out there. I mean, you can start from what you were seeing right now, my drawn skyscrapers. I drew those again. Again, it's interesting because I'm having to design all of these things from scratch by myself, and I'm learning as I'm going. I'm trying to improve on how to present this whole episode. The purpose is I upload 5 words Monday to Friday, and then I do the summary here, which is what I'm doing now. So building, a permanent built structure that people can go into. A house is a building, a tower block is a building, a temple is a building, a church is a building. There are many buildings out there. Just go out there and just go into the city, go into the inner city. If you live out in the outskirts, there'll be pubs, there'll be bars, there'll be horse stables, farms. But a farm technically isn't a building, but a farm does have buildings on it. It has farm buildings on it. So there are many types of buildings out there. Buildings that serve all different types of purposes. Buildings that are built for insulation, keeping the internal of the building warm, or buildings that are built for open space. So they can fit large things, large objects. An example being a museum. A museum is a large open building where they have loads of things for you to see, loads of exhibits for you to go out and see. So that's why it's a big, large, open, vast building. Also, a plane hangar. A plane hangar. If you go to the airport, where do they park some of the planes? Inside the plane hangar. You need a gigantic building to park a plane. Another thing, speaking about parking, another example is a garage. Your garage that you have just next to your house. I've got a small single garage in front of my driveway where I can park my car. So its purpose is for storage of the car. So you get big giant buildings that allow you to park airplanes, that allow you to store airplanes, and small type buildings such as garages where you can park your car. I don't know what the smallest building is in the world, but there'll be something out there, the world's smallest building or something. If somebody wants to research that, please go ahead and let me know in the comments what the world's smallest building is, as well as what the world's biggest building is, because there will be some kind of contrast thinking about it now, and it'll be somewhere on the internet. But again, this is just a summary. So building, building, a permanent built structure that people can go into. I'm in a house right now, so I've gone into my house. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I work for a delivery company, so we have what's it called? An industrial type building and a big vast depot. So it's the purpose of that building is so things can be loaded onto the various vehicles, and we take them out and return them back. So that's a different type of building. So another example is a shopping market, right? That's another building. So building, building. The buildings that you are seeing right now, the animations, those are skyscrapers, or you can call them tower blocks, but those are skyscrapers. So that's the word number 2, building. And the third word, ice cream. Who does not like ice cream? You're gonna have to excuse my joy in here of the ice cream here, guys. Again, I am a student, I am learning the words myself. I'm learning how to pronounce the words. I'm also learning how to draw and how to animate. And what you are seeing right now is John's animations, is first days of learning how to animate and draw at the same time, as well as presenting this on YouTube. So if this does not come out as clear, is a bit hard to understand, apologies, I'm sorry about that, but again, I'm trying to learn the craft here. So what you are seeing in front of your screen right now is my drawing of 2 ice cream cones. Very basic, we are trying to be a good drawer, but you got to start somewhere. So I decided to draw these ice creams that, as you can see, they are very simple, but they illustrate, they provide what they need to. And again, the word is ice cream, of course, and I did upload it as the third word of the week. And the definition of ice cream: a sweet, creamy, frozen food. A sweet, creamy, frozen food. The spelling is ICECREAM. That's ICECREAM. Ice cream. We all like ice cream. If you're out and about, all you have to do is hear, that familiar sound, the little sound in the far distance of the ice cream truck driving by, and you sway by, and before you know it, it's in front of you, right? Everybody remembers running to the ice cream truck when you were kids, right? I most certainly used to run to the ice cream truck every time I would hear that sound. It was like an alarm. I'd just run towards it and buy some ice cream, of course, and that's the word, ice cream. All right, and the fourth word of the week, pancakes. Pancakes. I'm gonna get straight to the definition. A thin, a thin round cake of butter fried on both sides. Pancake. A thin round cake of butter fried on both sides. I hope you guys appreciate my drawings. Yeah, those are drawings that I've been working on for the past week. I know a week is what I've learned is a week is not enough for you to draw very detailed, but I'm trying to keep up. I don't want to. I want to always upload the words onto YouTube, as well as upload the summary on a Sunday, and today is the Sunday, so this is why it's a bit amateuristic if you look at the drawing of the pancake. But again, like I've said, it's a starting point. We're gonna get more efficient at this, more fluent. Just it's stone by stone, brick by brick, right? So one stone's been laid. Now we gotta build the wall up, and what you're seeing is my pancakes, of course. And pancakes are tasty. I like pancakes. I like pancakes with syrup, a bit of a few strawberries, a few raspberries and blueberries, or you can put some butter on top of them. But pancakes, there's Pancake Day, a day it's a holiday where it's dedicated to pancakes, and you just have pancakes, right? You can have pancakes with breakfast. You can have pancakes whenever you want to have pancakes, really. So I mean, it's a cake. It's a cake, a thin round cake of butter fried on both sides. It's very popular. You just go and type in Pancake Day and you see what pancakes are all about. And there's various types of pancakes. Now, I'm not the expert in pancake history here, so you're gonna have to bear with me, guys. But again, we're just going straight off the bat, and it's just a small summary. Again, this is summary number 2. We're trying to learn on how to improve this. So if you guys are out there, any feedback, I would love feedback, positive, negative. Just let me know, right? I hope you guys are enjoying this. So the word is pancakes. A thin round cake of butter on a thin round cake of butter fried on both sides. Pancake. Pancake. Excuse me for that spelling mistake. I don't know, I got distracted for a second. Again, the spelling of pancake, Pancake, pancakes. That's the fourth word of the week. All right, guys, and word number 5. I really enjoyed doing some research. I first hated one of the drawings. As you were seeing on the screen, hopefully it's alright. As you will approach the various drawings, I really enjoyed. I of which chapter frozen. Are we still? Yeah, we're still recording from the looks of it. Internet's a bit slow, but here we are. So, gnome, GNOME. See, it's a bit strange because the word is gnome, the letter N, but it has a G, so the G is silent. And there are silent words out there, and we'll get onto the silent words a little bit further down the line. As soon as we get through the foundational stuff, as soon as I get through the foundational stuff, I have to build the wall brick by brick. And as soon as I get through as soon as I get about maybe halfway, about a small size brick wall, then we'll start moving on to the more complicated stuff. Even for me, it's a learning experience at the same time. So if I am a bit off, you're gonna have to bear with me, guys. That's why I created the channel. Was I want to learn myself how to read words, how to spell words, how to use more complicated words, at the same time teach people. That's the whole purpose of the channel itself. So I am learning, and I hope people are learning from me, and I would love to learn from other people. So any feedback that you guys can give me, positive or negative, please feel free. I'm not that kind of person who's gonna be reporting all that. I'm fully open, guys. It's about learning at the end of the day, right? And we are learning the word gnome, which is GNOME. GNOME. The G is a silent letter, and the definition of gnome is a kind of dwarf in fairy tales, usually living underground. A kind of dwarf in fairy tales, usually living underground. the term dwarf is a short individual, like somewhat, but you know, the definition on the internet of gnome is a mythical creature and the diminutive diminutive spirit in Renaissance magic and archaism introduced by Paracelsus in the 16th century. Interesting. A gnome is a mythical creature and diminutive spirit in Renaissance magic and alchemy. 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 You see what I mean? I'm learning at the same time, you know. This is awesome. I'm loving this, you know, because it's a learning experience, and again, we just raw at the same. We're just going through it at the same time. So, a gnome is a mythical creature, so it does not exist. It's not a real creature. But if you walking past gardens, you see some gnomes, and as you can see, those are my gnomes. I've spent a few hours drawing those gnomes, and I hope you guys enjoy them, right? And there's the whole purpose of a gnome is a garden decorative item. Well, you can place gnomes anywhere that you like, but in where in the UK they're mainly in gardens. You know, when you walk past garden, you come across a garden just full of different types of gnomes, and they're just there. They just stick out. Like I said, it's meant for decorative purposes. It's meant to make the garden stand out, and they all although they are inanimate objects, they have their own personalities. You know, they'll be doing something, they'll be smiling, or maybe one of them will be digging, or maybe one of them will have a wheelbarrow or something. Or if you go on the internet and look at pictures of gnomes, you see them. They all have their own personalities, which is good, because again, it gives a bit of emotion to the garden, to the person, and like I said, you can put gnomes anywhere that you want. Again, it's a piece of art. It's a piece of a decorative item. You can put them in the house. You can put them in the garden, and where they're most visible in the UK is in the garden. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gnome animation. Hopefully it's come out right, because I put a lot of time into creating those gnomes. So that's it, guys. That's the summary for number 2 for the second week. This is awesome. The second week, and those are the summaries for those words. Gnome. So let me just go back and rename the words again. Repeat the words, sorry. Gnome, pancake, ice cream, building, and tree. Tree, building, ice cream, pancake, and gnome. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this. We'll get more into the more difficult stuff a little bit further down the line. You know, again, like I said before, brick by brick, block by block, and we are slowly putting the pieces together. It's interesting because I have to find the right word, as well as once I've found the right word, I have to animate the word for you guys so you can get this summary. The first 5 days are just simple. I want people to know the word and to know the definition, and then we illustrate it on the 7th, on Sunday, on the 7th day, and today is the Sunday. So hope you guys enjoyed episode 2 of summary 2, and I will see you guys next week.